Guys, welcome back to another Taxidermy 101 video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this lovely little tailbone. When we skinned this rabbit, we left the tailbone in to give ourselves a little more leverage while we were skinning the rest of the rabbit out. So now I'm back here and I'm just going to show you how to get this tiny little bitty tailbone out without ripping the rest of this rabbit. Now, a really common thing, and I'm sorry, I was gonna say sorry, but then I was gonna say sure, so I said sorry, but no, I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna have this where you put one little hole in the pelt and it explodes, especially in the rear end area because the pelt is just so thin and so rippable. So anyway, I put all these holes in here. I don't even know how it happened, but I got 1, 2, 3 big holes. And so what I'm hoping, because I wanna do a soft mount with this rabbit, what I'm hoping to do is when the time comes to sew it all up, because you really don't want genitals in your fluffy bunny that you want to pet, so I'm actually gonna possibly just take all this out and then just sew it up one solid seam, and that should clean up all my holes. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about that with is just how thin the skin is here, so we'll see how the tan comes out, and if it's tough enough, that'll be my plan. Anyway, moving on to this tail. What we're gonna do here, guys, oh my goodness, look at this. My dog has passed away. No, wait, where is he? Oh my goodness. Tucker! Tucker, are you okay? Oh, he's okay, guys. All right, buddy. Hang in there. Sandwich, okay. Anyway, all right. Sorry, guys, back to the video. He was just so darn cute, I had to share. Let me just reposition you. Sandwich. Okay, guys. All right. Sorry about that. Actually, not sorry, because I shared a beautiful creature with you. Most adorable dog. Okay. Anyway, moving on to the tail. Here we go. I don't know. Focus. Okay. Here's my little tailbone. I actually broke it, but there's this fat strip that comes in along here like that, and I'm just gonna use my scalpel and be oh so careful not to cut through more of the skin and make it even less savable. I'm just gonna do tiny itty bitty little cuts, boop boop, through there, go to my tail, get to my tailbone here. Don't want to break that off, so you can only pull so much, really. Or I'll zoom in so you guys can get a little better focus, maybe. Okay, so I'm just kind of holding on to that, keeping some tension, some pressure. Oh, well, there's one nodule of our tailbone. Whoops, pulled a little too hard. Guys, I could tell you a horror story, and it's not really a horror story, but it was so bad, and it's so sad. We were chasing this rabbit around. This rabbit had gotten out, and it was actually my brother's rabbit when we were young, and we were chasing this stupid rabbit around the car, and it went under the vehicle, and it was just like, you know, we were currently actually living in like a little cabin above the lake, so we didn't have a super great pen for them. So she had gotten out of the pen, and she was under the car, and we were trying to get her. And she ended up actually darting past my sister, who was on one side of the car, where I was on another side and my brother was on another side. So she darted past my sister, and my sister like reached out to grab her and got her by the tail, and it was like a split second and it was just like gone. And so anyway, my sister walks over to me and she's holding this rabbit's tail with tendons and things. And oh, it was so horrible because the rabbit was still running around and April had just ripped the tail right off, and it was like, oh. It was really oh yeah, guys, it was bad. So anyway, I kind of like at the time was very much, I mean, you know how it is when you're into taxidermy, you know, I took the tail and I threw it in the freezer thinking, oh my goodness, I'll make a keychain or something out of it. But no, it was really sad. So anyway, this rabbit was actually fine. I mean, I'm sure it hurt, but she lived on our farm for the next several years without a tail. Guys, this is, yeah, so anyway, I'm sorry for my sad, gory story. But here we go. So I'm thinking, because this hole's actually right here, I'm gonna let myself just make this hole a tiny bit bigger and split it up to the tail here so I have a little more room to work with. Because I want that tail, and if it means that I have to split it and glue or sew or whatever, that's what it means, you know. So you can't have a fluffy bunny without a fluffy bunny tail. So much fluff. Guys, so what I'm actually ended up doing is I thought about it, and it's a soft mount, so it's totally okay if the tail is just floofy and fluffy and doesn't have anything in it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I am just deboning this tail, and let me tell you, I will never again complain about deboning a fish. The amount of fluff on this guy is just making it so impossible, but it's okay. I'm just doing little bits. I actually ripped another big section of the tail off, which totally lost a ton of grip for me, but that's okay. So I'm just doing the teeniest, eeniest, tiny, whiny little bits. Guys, I lost the tip. No. Oh well. You know what? I think nobody would know because it's such a nice tail. And the teeny weeny poof tip is just, that's okay. All right, I'm not gonna whine about it. All right, pushing the tail back right side out. Oh dear, because, well, this is confusing. Okay, all right, tail right side out. Now you can see the mess we have here. What is that? Is that my leg? I have a hole in the leg? Oh no. Guys, we have some sewing to do. But that is deboning the tail. There it is. Our beautiful little fluffer, beautiful little fluffy tail. Yep, well, that'll do, that'll work. Okay, so I'm just gonna be super careful with that. I kind of want to like reinforce it somehow so that it doesn't just rip off, because I feel like it's really fragile, and that if somebody just pulls on it, I know from experience that they do rip off, bone and all. So this one doesn't even have a bone. I'm just thinking, I wonder how I could reinforce that. I'll be thinking about that. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know, because that would be really cool if I could actually learn something from you guys, you know? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. This is how to debone a rabbit's tail. Now we have our pelt. Beautiful fluffy little bunny pelt, no bones except the bones we want, right? Because we're keeping the feet. We got rid of the tail, so she's nice and floofer back here. Floof, floof. Next video, I'm going to show you guys the fleshing process. It's actually going to be in another playlist. We'll do the rabbit skinning tutorials, and that was the fully skinned rabbit there. We've got our entire pelt here ready to go. Now is the fleshing. We got to remove all of the extra fat and tissue on our hide, and then there's going to be a whole video on turning the ears, because these lovely ear butts are going to actually need skinned out and turned the whole way, and then also a video on doing the eyes and lips here, because what you need to do is actually take all the fat off and turn those lips inside out so that we can actually use them to finish our rabbit mount when the time comes. So I'm going to show you guys all of that in the next series of videos. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned something, and as always, comment with any questions or suggestions that you might have for future videos. Just let me know, and yeah, always look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.